All right, today we're going to unpack a skill that's, well, it's more than just a skill. It's a genuine superpower for anyone who really wants to lead. We're talking about public speaking, and we're about to break down exactly why it's so incredibly important.
Just for a second, think about the leaders you really look up to. Could be a CEO, a revolutionary activist, or even your favorite content creator. What's that one thing, that single thread that connects every single one of them?
Yep, that's it right there. It all comes down to the power to communicate. It's the ability to take an idea from your own mind and really plant it in the hearts and minds of other people. See, it's not just about telling people what to do, it's about moving them to want to do it.
And that is why we're calling it a superpower. Because, let's be real, leadership today isn't about some fancy title on a business card. Nope, it's about influence. And the absolute key to unlocking that influence is powerful, effective communication.
Now, when you hear public speaking, I don't want you to just picture some person on a huge stage with a microphone. That definition, it's gotten a major upgrade. Today, your audience might be the people watching your YouTube video, listening to your podcast, or tuning into your webinar. It is literally everywhere. But how does just speaking well turn into actual leadership? Well, it's not magic. It actually rests on 3 solid pillars of influence that every single great communicator learns to master. Okay, so pillar number 1, a leader's voice can totally light a fire in people. This is way more than just giving out instructions. It's about painting a picture of the future, a vision so compelling that everyone around you feels that urge to jump in and start working towards that common goal. Pillar 2 is all about building confidence and trust. I mean, think about it. Who do you trust? It's usually people who speak with clarity and conviction, right? When a leader communicates with real confidence, it creates this ripple effect. It makes their team, their audience, everyone feel more secure and believe in the mission. And finally, pillar number 3, clear communication of your vision. You can have the most brilliant idea in the entire world, but if you can't explain it clearly, it's just stuck in your head. Great leaders are masters at this. They take big, complex goals and break them down into simple, understandable steps so everyone is pulling in the same direction. So, these pillars, they're not just some abstract theory. Let's look at some incredible, real-world examples of young leaders who've used their voice to create absolutely massive global change. Let's start with Greta Thunberg. When she stood up at the United Nations, she wasn't just giving a speech. No way. She was channeling all the frustration, all the urgency of an entire generation into her words.
I mean, listen to that. It's so raw, it's emotional, it's incredibly powerful. This quote is a perfect example of that first pillar, inspiring people. A line like that isn't just heard, it's felt all over the world. That kind of raw emotion just bypasses our logic and demands a response. That's the power of inspiring action.
Next up, let's talk about Malala Yousafzai. After surviving an attempt on her life simply for wanting girls to be educated, she stood before the UN. She wasn't just a victim, she was a global leader fighting for a cause she nearly died for.
Just notice the incredible clarity and confidence in that message. It's so simple, so powerful. It's easy to remember, and honestly, it's impossible to argue with. And that simplicity, that's the key. It leaves zero room for doubt, which builds enormous trust and credibility for her cause. A perfect showcase of that second pillar. So these moments, they show the timeless power of communication. But the stage itself, it is changing fast. Leadership communication today is happening right on our phones, in our headphones, and all over our screens. The rules of the game have totally evolved. And here in India, we've got a whole new generation of leaders who have absolutely mastered this digital stage. Think about it. These creators built massive influence not by climbing some corporate ladder, but from a YouTube channel or a podcast mic. And each one of them teaches us a new rule of modern leadership. This quote from Ranveer Allahbadia, it just perfectly captures the first new rule: reach. Your voice is the vehicle, so the better you communicate, the farther and the faster your ideas and your influence can spread in this crazy interconnected world. And then Encore Warrico hits us with this second crucial rule. True expertise isn't about using big, complicated words to sound smart. It's about making complex ideas feel simple. The leaders who are winning online are the ones who put absolute clarity above everything else. And what about Project Decoli? Her success proves the third rule. Authenticity is magnetic. People don't just follow perfectly polished speakers anymore. They connect with real, relatable human beings. Being honest and being yourself is such a powerful tool for building a loyal, connected community.
Okay, so we've seen what makes great communicators tick, both on the biggest world stages and on the digital ones. But what does all of this mean for you? How do you actually start building this superpower for yourself? Let's break down the path.
It really starts with the fundamentals. It's about having confidence in what you're saying and having real clarity in your ideas. But it's also about how you say it, your body language, your eye contact, your tone of voice. None of these things work alone. They all have to come together.
And you know what the best part is? You can start working on this right now, today. Every single presentation you give in class is a practice session. Every group discussion is a chance to be a little bit clearer. Watch speakers you admire and see what they do. Prepare your thoughts before you share them. And just practice speaking confidently, even if it's just with a small group of friends. Remember, this is a skill, and any skill just gets better with practice.
I absolutely love this closing thought from Shamani because it just reframes the entire thing. Public speaking, it's not about putting on a performance or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about finding the power that's already inside your own experiences, your own ideas, your own story, and then learning how to share it with the world.
And that really leaves us with just one last really important question. Every single person has a story, a unique perspective, an idea that's worth sharing. The only question left is, what's yours, and how are you going to tell it?